Andrew Armstrong joining us as we get you ready for the Liberty game. And Andrew, coming into this year knowing you're the starter, you've played a lot of football here. What changes, though, knowing you're going to be out there and starting this year?
I'm tremendously excited for the opportunity. I've watched great leaders, great linebackers come through this program, and Zaire Franklin and Kyle and Ryan last year. So me being that leader now, it's a great opportunity for me to show what I got, and I'm extremely excited for it.
You've kind of said a lot of the names of the reason you haven't been starting here the last few years. You're 4 years in, and obviously guys like Zaire had that starting job for a while. Ryan Guthrie and Kylan Whitner stepped up in a big way last year. What have you learned about this defense watching those guys and playing a little bit that you can put out there this year?
Just how to be a great linebacker and how to be a great leader. Those guys were not just only great football players, but great people off the field. And just the way they led the younger guys, that's what I really picked up on. And, I was able to learn a lot from them on the field and their techniques and their footwork and their tackling ability. So, I want to play with those guys. I've studied their film and I've watched a lot on those guys. So I'm excited for the opportunity.
Starting next to Lakeem Williams, and Coach Baber said it earlier this week, something to the effect of these guys do it right more often than anybody else. So what does that mean to hear your head coach say that about you two going into the year?
It's flattering. We've been working our butts off during spring ball and in camp, and we've been up in the film room watching film every day, and we're just trying to perfect the little details, and we're just trying to be the best linebackers we could be and help the team win.
Lakeem's a veteran too. You've played next to him in practice a lot and in games a lot over these years. What's the chemistry like right now between you two?
I feel really confident next to Lakeem. We're constantly communicating on the field. We did everything in the summer together. We lifted weights together, watched film together. So our chemistry is really strong, and I'm excited to have him next to me.
We got some young guys behind you too, waiting in the wings. You look at Lee Koba, Mikel Jones. What have you seen out of these freshmen that have impressed right off the bat?
They don't play like freshmen. They play like upperclassmen. They have the same mentality as upperclassmen. We're going to need those guys to win this year, and they're tremendous athletes, and I'm excited to see them on the field for the first game.
You've been here the entirety of Coach Baber's career, and we all know offense is what he sort of sells the program on. Orange is the new fast and all that stuff. To have the defense kind of be foot forward here to start the year, what's that like on that side of the ball that you guys have the spotlight here this year?
Yeah, we've been hearing all about offense the past 3 years, so it's nice to have a focus and emphasis on defense this year, and we're excited for the opportunity, and we have a lot of returning guys, a lot of experience on the defense side of the ball, so it's going to be a great season, and we're ready.
Hey, you said a lot of guys back. 8 of 11 of the starting spots are back. It's the linebacker spots that we talk about, and Chris Slayton, which is obviously a big loss there in the middle. But to have 8 guys back, to have guys that played a lot of good football last year, what can that do for you this year?
Experience is the best way to learn, and these guys have been through it before, and they know what to expect come game day, and they play like pros, and we're missing our linebackers and Chris Slayton obviously, but we're looking forward to the opportunity, and we're going to show people what we got.
To have Kendall and Alton on the outside that got so much pressure last year, how much does that kind of make it easier on the rest of you when it comes to those passing plays?
Oh, yeah, it definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier. Their ability to rush the quarterback creates turnovers, makes the quarterback get rid of the ball fast, clears up gaps for the linebacker. So having them on the edge, I'm extremely confident as a linebacker having them rushing the passer.
How do you approach this season? 10 wins last year. We know a lot of talk about talent. Season tickets through the roof. Expectations are high. How do you guys sort of take the good parts of that and block out the parts that can be distractions?
We just have to try to replicate what we did last year and have that same mentality. We haven't made it yet. We had one season. We want to show people that wasn't just a fluke, and we want to compete for bigger things, like ACC championship, Final Four, national championship. So, we got to take it game by game. We can't look ahead, and we got to, that starts with Liberty and Maryland, and then we get to our home opener.
We certainly know what that game is. We'll save that here for a couple weeks, but let's talk about Liberty. What do you know about him? It's new head coach in Hugh Freeze. His offense is well known, but him at Liberty is not. How do you prepare for that?
Well, this is going to be a big game for them, a sold-out game at their place, opening the season, and playing a ranked Syracuse team is going to, it's going to be a big game for them. And they have a lot of experience on the offensive line and quarterback position, 2 great running backs. So, we watch a lot of film on them, and we have to. It's tricky going in the first game because we really haven't seen what they have. But we're going to be ready. We've prepared extremely hard during the fall and during the summer, and we're ready for the opportunity.
All right, Army, enjoy your second career start this week.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Andrew Armstrong. We'll see him out there on Saturday.